Left for tents, and many are waiting in the cold until the government makes living arrangements for them.
When Abdallah Pada and his family from Afghanistan arrived on Samos a few weeks ago, they were given blankets and sleeping bags, but nowhere to live because there's no space in the government-run camp. Together with a friend, they made this tent for their wives and 10 children, but there isn't enough room for them all.
I sleep outside the tent. Only my children and my wife have the tent. One night I sleep on the ground, one night on a chair. One night I ask my friends if I may sleep with them. One night I sleep outside the camp in a town. On one night I sleep in a mosque.
The former interpreter for US forces in Afghanistan says all the children are sick. This blue tarpaulin isn't waterproof, so on days like this, the rain drips through. In high wind, many tents are pulled apart, and heavy rains can cause them to slide off their base of wooden pallets. Almost 3,000 asylum seekers live in similar conditions in an olive grove beside the camp. Those who have the money buy tents to put under the tarpaulin. The lucky ones have camping stoves, but an open flame is a fire hazard. Some light wood fires and burn plastic food containers. An Egyptian asylum seeker trying to stay warm died of carbon monoxide poisoning last year on Lesbos. His family is suing the Greek government for failing to provide housing. Government handouts can be difficult to get. Many spend hours queuing for food.
I usually go early in the morning to wait for breakfast. The food service begins at 8 and I can get food at 9. I give the food to my family and then rejoin the queue for lunch. I wait there for 3 hours and then I wait another 4 or 5 hours for dinner, starting at 4 o'clock. I spend all my day in the queue for food for my wife and 8 children.
This camp on Samos was built for 650 and already houses twice that many. A few new arrivals still build their own accommodation on vacant spots inside the camp. These men say they found the timber in town.
The truth is, the situation is not the best, given that asylum procedures take this long. The good news is that the government is looking for a new space where we hope conditions will be better.
This camp used to be an army artillery range. It was hastily chosen and built in 2016 to honor the EU-Turkey agreement. The army was the only institution that could get the job done in short order. Until now, Samos has fiercely resisted the official camp's expansion. The government now seems to have overcome that obstacle and plans a new camp next year that will be twice as large as this. These asylum seekers have a whole winter to survive first.